Hello friends, welcome back to online lecture of biotechnology. Myself Dr. Sharad Jadhav, faculty of Department of Biotechnology, Yashwantrao Chauhan Institute of Sciences, Satara. Here I am going to discuss you on the topic Introduction to Fermentation, types of fermentation processes and various aspects of bioprocess engineering. So we will start these things with our content. Obviously, the history of fermentation. What do you mean by fermentation? Types of fermentation, processes. So, as far as bioprocess engineering is concerned, fermenter is an heart of bioprocess engineering. Right. So, before going to start with fermenter, we'll start with what do you mean by fermentation, definition of fermentation, and quite history regarding fermentation. So as we know that it is a complex organic substances converted into the simple ones by means of by using an organism, or we can say by using an enzyme. So the heart of industrial fermentation is fermenter. So fermenter is nothing but it is a system. Yes, it is a system provided with controlled environmental conditions for the growth of microbes in liquid culture and we can say production of specific metabolites. So as far as fermenter or bioreactor is concerned, bioreactor is also nothing but a containment system for cultivation of mammalian or say insect cells. So important thing regarding fermenter is what? These have a various mechanical parts, right? So a large vessel is made with a stainless steel or a rust free material. Motor is provided, various parameters like say baffles, say pH probe, temperature probe, various system monitors are also attached with this. Then thermal jacket, cooling jacket, obviously heating jacket, cooling jacket, impellers, aerator, agiator. So these are the ideal parameters required for construction of or design of say fermenter. So this is the two pictures in which show this is a how it look like, how fermenters look like. So this is a lab scale level fermenter, this is a industrial scale level fermenter. Now our next point is what? Fermentation processes. So this fermentation has great history. So as we know that the Sumerian and Egyptian, they had a knowledge of technique of converting starchy grain into the alcohol. So the technique of fermentation was very ancient in origin, and nowadays these various types of processes are used for production of various biological products. So this substrate, or we can say a nutritional material, is used for conversion of complex organic substances into the simple ones. So here bacteria play a vital role, enzymes play a vital role. So we'll go in details with fermentation processes. So processes are carried out in three different ways. So as we know that batch fermentation process, feed batch fermentation process, as well as continuous fermentation process. So we'll go in detail with first batch processes. Say this is a fermenter having fixed volume of capacity in which substrate is added, bacteria is added, and we'll keep this fermenter for successive time period. Say for example 7 days are required for completion of or formation of your product. We'll take one example, conversion of glucose into the ethanol. So in order to understand how ethanol is formed, there is need to knowledge about a process. So what exactly the time required for the fermentation, what exactly the temperature required for fermentation, what different parameters are required for fermentation. So to perform, to analyze, to calculate a time factor, for example. So at industrial level, these peoples carry out small experiment to know the time, and they perform their experiment in lab scale level fermenter. So for standardization of uh, identification of time required for fermentation, they perform various experiments, and then they go for, after completion of successful experiment, they go for large scale level production. So we'll go in detail with batch fermentation process. So definitely we provide them a sterilized substrate, we provide them a inoculum, a bacteria, then we close that vessels, we close that batch, we keep this batch for successive time period T, and then there is a formation of your product. After completion of your biological product, we go for downstreaming. Now before downstreaming, whatever time required to complete the formation of product, this is nothing but upstream processing. And what exactly the, after completion of your product, the recovery time is started, that is nothing but downstream processing. Here these are the three bioreactor in which already substrate and bacteria are added. For example, see, these have a 10 liter capacity, these also have a 10 liter capacity bioreactor. So these are the three successive 10 liter bioreactor having same capacity. So these are the three batches will produce, say, one product in three different vessel. But this batch fermentation have some limitation, they have also advantages. It is easy to handle, it is very simple technique, it is less expensive. But the problem is what? Products are formed in the batches. We cannot produce your product in the bulk amount. They have some limitations. Say, take an example of B1, B2 and B3. These are the three bioreactors having fixed capacity, and after fixed successive time period, they will produce a different amount of product. They have some variability of the product in terms of quantity and quality also. They are form three successive amount of product. So here these are variability is observed. So this is the disadvantages of batch fermentation process. So sterilization of this all fermenter before the fermentation process and after the fermentation process, they require some time, means it is a time consuming process. So this is disadvantages regarding batch fermentation process. Now in which industry it is used? For example, use of batch fermentation process. So use of this batch fermentation process or application of fermentation process is in the alcoholic beverages industries as well as in organic synthesis of organic acids. So next fermentation process we will see in next lecture.